Hello Capricorn, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to this year ahead tarot series for 2022 in Tarot Solar Essence Studio with me, Caro. This is a classical reading series that I bring every year, and this year I make a little bit switch into things, and I think it got better now. We will have new adapts to it, and I'm going to first begin with the hopes, highlight and guidance in the year. This is going to be the first part. Then in the second part, which is going to be in the extended, we are going to look at each month, the most dominant energy pattern, and we will be doing it for the 12 months, and we will end up with December 2022, and then later we will make a general analysis. But to start with, first let's determine this, how do they say, three giants, okay? Hopes, highlight and guidance. This is going to be determined with the major arcana cards and also fortune reading cards. To start with, first we need to see your hopes for the new year. But then the reading will actually show us the highlight, what you are hoping, but the highlight is like, hey, look, this can be also very important, it might say. And then we will have our guidance. I'm going to now determine three major arcana cards. I have the Marcel's decks majors, and let's begin. So for Capricorn, you can watch the reading series for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Mars signs, if those are working for you. Plus you can also watch it for your progress signs, progress sun sign or progress ascendant, if you are also into astrology in detail. So what are the hopes, what is the highlight, and what is the guidance for Capricorns? Now I'm going to also get the fortune reading cards, and I want to get three cards to these points to see it more in detail. So for Capricorn consciousness for 2022, from the fortune cards, we will see what we will be exploring. Now let's begin with the hopes first. So excited for this. We have the Fool. Oh my goodness, you have double time Fool. Double time Fool here, you see. I mean, this is a nice synchronicity we had. The highlight, we have the Chariot and the flowers. And the guidance comes with the Justice and the Coffin. Ooh, okay. We really need to talk for this new year. Now, Capricorn. I think the energy here is actually switching. I mean, they are talking about similar things, but they are talking it in a different way. To start with, let's first talk about your hopes. Now we have the Fool. Your hopes here to make new beginnings in life, but it can be also new adventures and taking risks in life. It can be. Now the hope here is can be completely a fresh start for you, also in a new place. So some Capricorns, this is going to be with the Fool. Relocating, it can be even migrating to a new place, a new country, and starting like from zero, okay, like everything, feeling very new, super fresh for some of you. The Fool energy with the guidance is actually leaving something behind and finalizing it and the new beginning. But the guidance here is like, here we need to combine our cards before finishing. Okay, before closing the accounts, first we need to be very decisive, like because there are some natural endings here, and then in order to not to create and let's say a new karma, okay, this needs to be, it seems, this finalizations, which is actually a normal natural circumstances, consequences of situations. Here the energy just making you to go into the depth of something before moving into something completely fresh. It's like saying, oh Capricorn, you wanna do something very fresh, okay, like from zero. But here actually, before doing this, before taking risks, before moving into new horizons, maybe doing things like for first time that you haven't done before in your life, first, okay, you need these particular closures. Some legal situations here, some Capricorns here may also play out, but there is a lot here implication on the scales here. So the scales, so things needs to be then that I think balanced, and then there can be really a nice there can be really this nice new beginnings, and these are also your hopes, obviously. And you know, subconsciously I also see that you are being actually pushed into something new. With the full energy, you are completely fresh and new. You are not missing anything here with this energy, because you are the new thing. Like, you are the one that needs to be caught and like not to be missed by others, let's say, okay? This is really an archetypal journey also. It can represent not necessarily physical, but what you will be like experiencing can really open up some new maybe mysteries of life for you, and like new things to encounter, like completely new things to experience. So the hope actually is a beautiful thing here. You are like saying to yourself, all is movement, all is change. You want to have faith at things. And I think before that there has been actually many falls for you, but it's like you are also hoping to get to like close, get too close to something, like to the target. So maybe with the full energy you also have a target there, and you wanna just walk towards it with fresh eyes. This is also like finding the perfect actually on the road ahead, what feels perfect. The perfection to me sometimes is very illusional, but here like there is something, let's say you wanna catch, which is like near perfect. There can be also here a lot of opportunity you may like drawn into, or you may yourself create those opportunities as well. Of course, with the full energy, one needs to concentrate on now. So the present moment for you is very important. And no matter how high the mountain that you will be climbing, this is really like reaching one step at a time, one by one, and in each step like you are actually experiencing your own empowerment there. But the full energy with the hopes is that to come to a state of mind in which you are actually detached from the outcome, okay, being detached from the outcome. This is also because it is completely fresh and new, and with the full there are risks, and when you start the road you know that there are risks to that. This can be also you are taking the advantage or undertaking of a present opportunity, maybe a present enterprise. With the enterprises and the risks and any kind of activity, like you will be first time stepping in, of course there are here people usually, yes, they have goals, but as they also count the risk in, so with a detachment from the outcome too. This process is very critically important. Like, it is actually, I also see that you are open to experience here. You are not necessarily concerning yourself like with the ultimate product there, because this is gonna be completely fresh experience, as this is the Aleph, this is the breath. And you know, with the breath, it's very important. For instance, if you hold your breath, if you like cling on to a breath, we can't breathe, we die, right? So the Fool is like to give the breath out, so we exhale and inhale. So with the Fool, that's why we say that complete, vast, open energy here. We are not holding on to anything with the Fool energy. We are like we do not hold on to our breath. We inhale and exhale there. There is also, I feel, now this term, I don't know how it can go with this reading, but there is this also this salvation, that redemption kind of energy I'm feeling. Like, not freedom, but like redemption, salvation kind of thing. I feel here, you are also here trusting the universal life force, like universal intelligence, which is actually burning very eternally. Like, there is some kind of a trust there. Like, you have just incarnated, and now there is this whole experience waiting for you, and it's like you can walk towards this discoverable things in life, like you, and when you discover it, it's like meeting with the hearts of hearts. And I feel, I mean, the Fool's energy is so strong that when you go in your own path, you actually see in the deepest blindness of things, there is this deepest sides hidden. So there is a sense of discovery here, in which you also, you want this thing to unreveal itself to you, like it's all mystery, like hoping like something also like making itself like known to you kind of energy I'm getting. And I feel as the full numerological value is 0, so it is actually the complete circle for the Fool. Like, after the journey, the Fool always arrives back at the starting place, but she has changed, right? Like, being this transformed energy. I feel here the hope also, like finding this thing, what is really moving you, what also moves through you, you know. This can be all taking place in the internal level as well. Like, your inner traveler is actually still active there in the path. I also feel this 2022, you really wanna like begin and emerge from this void, this abyss, and you're gonna like begin this new journey, and like you really want to understand like the workings of something here, how this is gonna work. And it's very interesting with the Fool's curiosity. Sometimes the curiosity is such is that there is a contradiction usually. There is this simultaneously desiring and also not desiring at all with the Fool, because he also needs to be detached from the outcome. So this is really a nice state of mind, because we have the double Fool here. I mean, this is the double time stress on this. That's why it is very important. Maybe in your journeys, this is a Capricorn who wanna seek wisdom through developing an understanding or tolerance, wanna witness what is really outside of you, other than you, like wanna go beyond the human psyche, you know, something, a journey, a path like this, hoping for that path. You also come across with like many others, maybe different personalities playing different roles, different fools in life, okay, with this divine child energy. So I feel here there is a lot of discovery in the way that you want to also solve out things like layer by layer, like you really wanna, this is really fresh, and in this fresh journey a lot of Capricorns has already feeling this new fresh energy coming. They are also updated into some new realities currently, and they at this time they can be very instinctive, by the way, and I feel like the rest is just, you know, the journey, the roads will just show actually the next stop. This is a completely like a beginner's mind in something, even like you have seen enough. It may also, for some Capricorns, may include the new studies, or also like freedom. Some Capricorns want their freedom. Some Capricorns want to reach out that essence. Some Capricorns is like, you know, like good crazy, you know, good mad enough to go like for something. But this is got to be, I feel like, very liberating for you. And there is this very visionary, evolutionary aspect to this card, that you also have these ideals going on. With the Fool energy, the hoping is without judgment, of course. You are in the center of creation. As this is a 0, you are hoping to be like at the center of this circle, like with this 0 representing all possibility, okay? There are many things here you can really create from this point. And this is really like a welcoming experience, which everything be like possible there for you. Everything is like possible, and as soon as you are the Fool, like you breaking out, it's like saying I'm breaking out of fear, kind of thing, okay? This attitude usually guarded by, I mean, supported by some universal safety net, because you are drawn to something very fresh. You trust it, you risk things. Of course, if this is not foolish, we need to determine the fact that between being the Fool and being the foolish, this is different. But you have this uncanny sense of assurance that, like, really when something narrows down there throughout the year or becomes difficult, there is going to be this safety net. Like, you feel also, I mean, the hoping to get actually that positive force from the universe. Okay, great, small, doesn't matter, but there is some kind of a protection here you feel is like being maybe offered to you, which is also in the mixture of that hope there. This is a so wholeheartedly, I mean, this wheel, it is so wholehearted. But yeah, with this two double fulls is really Capricorn. Usually you are not that much of a like a detachment from the outcome sign, zodiac sign. Actually, Capricorns usually wanna know what is really beyond that hill, or you know. But this time I this is something fresh, like you really don't know what to expect, or your mind has been set into that. This is really marking a beginning for you. And there is this you feel actually this acute awareness about something, so that it is making you like comfortable to jump into one portal to another, like moving through every opening, and that you can be comfortable in that unknown now, because you have been through like enough. So you it's like for the first time in your life, you are, to me, you seem like very okay with the unknown dash. Okay, maybe you know, it has been a long time, but to me it feels like the double full is making me tell you that you are that okay with a particular unknown energy. So this is really divine, and it is really for the 2022, this is really an, I mean, it is more than, it's more than good energy. This is really a cosmic force. You are hoping, and the cosmic force is within you. You are within the cosmic force. This is also can be like a friend to accompany energy. It can be, okay? Like you see this, there is this dog, also like the guide, who is alert, aware, protective, playful, trusting, creative. And also the hope is like you don't want to meet a particular social expectation. Like it's like this untarnished by the pressure of social expectation. Like so you really want to be free there. You want to really freely moving there. The hope is like the hope is to me it carries a lot of things, okay? But for this you really need to have like you, it says, when I look at your guidance card, you shouldn't leave something behind. Like you got to, you know, go and move with like clearance. Once for each of your step, new step or new happening, a particular very old pattern likely to go kind of energy. I feel though now with your highlight, the chariot, the flowers, be generous, success and emotional fulfillment. Chariot and the emotional fulfillment, well, this is a Cancer card. Yes, the chariot is also a kind of a fool, but with guard and with the chariot, so it's like being more equipped. Actually, the highlight is telling me that on the road ahead, the more like you give and what you really do not need, or let it go, like you gonna get rid of this unnecessary heavy, and every time your journey will fasten actually with the chariot. Okay, so this is also of course a vertical energy, so in the consciousness level actually there can be this rising, and it really, again, before this fresh and new beginnings, where you are really feeling like the whole cosmos within you, don't let the past influences like affect you. Okay, let them go when necessary, but it needs to happen through justice. We will talk about that. Because something here can affect the present. And it is time for you to clear out. Like, before moving, clear out. And what is unnecessary to you, give it away, it says. This is gonna really make something more clear for you, easier for you. It wants you to, Chariot is to begin with new energy, but with some clearance there. And also Justice and the Coffin card. There is also something with the health you also need to be very careful, but to, invest in your health, it says, okay? Just another thing here, because you will need your vitality. The highlight here, when on the journey, there will be circumstances and situations which is gonna make you really seek deep meanings within yourself. There will be situations which is gonna make you to take responsibility, which is gonna make you take responsibility for those meanings you find, okay? It wants you to like rewrite a story or your past there. But then it will be time to move beyond the past. The standards of action, okay? The standards of action needs to begin within yourself, not influence with anyone around you, okay? You also need, you got to find that spot with the Chariot energy that you got to act on the basis of your own that deep internal messages, okay? There can be also important message coming you. Now, when we, in the extended part, we will be using the Wheel of the Year deck, and I'm very happy because this deck is literally called the Wheel of the Year, and we will be getting a card for each month. And when we find the Chariot, we can also observe this highlight in one of the months and see when it is actually coming. And maybe if full appears, this may also, indicate a particular timing also in the year, okay? Just naturally, but not necessarily. It can be also, it's always about what you need to know, and Tarot has an uncanny side when giving information. So, here I feel some message can be coming to you, and this message can really make you feel that success and emotional fulfillment. It just wants you to pay attention to also your internal nudge there, okay? I feel the highlight, there will be events or circumstances which is going to really move that spirit within you, okay? With this Chariot, there is always that move energy. So it's gonna move that spirit within you. There can be times throughout the year, like you really need that true knowledge. And there are times that this true knowledge can be blocked reaching you, so there you may find yourself like overcoming some obstacles. There can be also with the Chariot, of course, this is a warrior. So what warrior overcome? Obstacles, right? So there are some obstacles. They are not going to create a mastery for you, but it may want you to overcome a limitation there. There can be circumstances, actually. The Fool is like have a vulnerability, right? And the full energy trusts the universal force. But your highlight with the chariot, that chariot has an armor. It wants you to develop a particular protection. This is also Cancerian energy, protective side, like developing that side. And Cancer is something with regards to home, like home, physical home, or like the heart of the issues. As long as you move with this new force, it is gonna dissolve the old forms. Okay, because you won't be giving your energy to that old forms, so they can also naturally disappear. You are very much creative force in this. I do feel you are becoming a vehicle for your own spirit. Your body is what is gonna move you through in this. So that's why invest in your body. Again, health matters. Of course, each of you has a way to know themselves. Sometimes we humans do it with classifications. You know, we say sometimes I am this kind of person, this type of person, this kind of person. I mean, the highlight can also bring you, it's okay if you want to also identify with something, okay? Like, it's okay if you want to identify something, if that thing is inspired you, inspiring you. So there can be some identifications there, because the chariot is like a very different form of fool. And that chariot actually, you know, like there is this model for something, okay, like that you can identify yourself with. So it can be very inspiring. So this thing can really blink you throughout the year. How you view yourself, how you are also seen by the others, balance will be important. How others affect you, how you view yourself, this is also going to be something, a trend there. You may definitely create a new definition from yourself, okay? Because this is really breaking out of old definition of selves. The chariot in the end graduates from the school, and this is like the first, as you are the hero of your journey, first time like getting out of that home, okay, with the chariot. So there is something different than you do not know yet, but you are arriving at in 2022. Again, you may find yourself literally changing residences, traveling, not in the way that you think, but in a different way it can be. So there is some kind of an action there. You are also like through these places, maybe people, you're gonna redefine yourself, okay? You're gonna redefine your energies, which can be a difficult process, but as long as you are here intended to break old molds, you will be every time rewarded for that action, okay? But again, what was the full energy? Detach from the outcome. Okay, this is really about moving upon a new path, and this path is involving the essence of your spirit, okay? Because there is this with the fool also, we have the naked here, human, telling me that the old, you know, this shedding skin, like that old personality, that old you can no longer contain the growing force of your own essence of your spirit. Okay, so here the highlight, refocus and moving energy. There is actually a very balanced system, justice, the scales of progression here towards your personal change. It can be. All is here actually mobility. Justice sometimes may indicate the strict mother archetype also, the strict woman archetype it can be. Here the guidance, you may find yourself like negotiate with a a strict female archetype in order to finalize things. Strict female archetype with the justice energy can be people who is in the you know, apply rules, okay, rules or this regulations, like obeying something, watching if something is like fair, you know, very strict controlling mechanism in something. Like something here is making you sure you finalize that thing, okay? And the coffin here is also like that old self, symbolically speaking. So here, even anything is like redirecting you, or with the justice energy, there can be this push and force. So like it says you got to change yourself accordingly to this and this. And you are like, I was already about to change. So I feel here there is a new path, and this path involves the essence of your spirit. There can be things in which you're gonna send away that old you, old personality. Like also this is about becoming actually more spirited, okay? With the justice, as much as you let go of old things, there will be always a new thing set in motion for you, okay? Some new receptivity will be born. So your subconscious in this way will be opened and become active. And you can really have these illuminating ideas and new insights. They can all surface here, okay? So as a result of that, with the justice, this can be also a change in perspective. Take the guidance, it says, and leaving the coffin, old ones behind, okay? Definitely, absolutely, it will be beautiful if you really seek that newness out of your circumstances. You can also find yourself, I mean, look here, there is this capturing of something, like framing things differently, or framing them, maybe also working in a different field, or sowing a new variety of seeds. And there is this working in a new field energy, it can be. Sometimes with the Fool, your choices may feel very radical for the people around you, but actually they are not impulsive, they are not irrational. Justice, right? Logic. They have all come true from your own internal progress and processes of introspection, meditation, internalization. So these changes are very necessary to accommodate that growth, okay? And everything that has led up to these changes has been actually residing at the depths of your psyche, at the depths of your subconscious mind. So then here with the justice in the guidance, you are guided by the higher consciousness here, okay? Each path, of course, it entails this inner transformation, but it is gonna be, I do feel, for the better. And the justice energy, the chariot, you are going to develop actually a particular armor, okay? Like your defenses against vulnerability, like this Fool energy is some kind of a shield, that invisible cloak over them. So in a way, also something, the hope can be like, if you think you do not need the invisible cloak, that this invisible cloak will come to you, and I feel there is a particular protection. You will be well equipped to meet the forthcoming challenges. With the Chariot is a warrior, because you will gain power, through all your experiences, you will gain this strength. I do feel you're gonna develop that armor, so your defenses will be there against also vulnerability. So until the end of 2022, this can be becoming the master of that expression in your life, and this can also take place all in a deep subconscious level, and you can really understand the workings of your spiritual, emotional, intellectual, physical natures. And there is a lot of like, you know, try and like this examine how your personal actions can lead to manifestation, how it can create that ripples in space and time, and you know how they can be also cosmically influenced. So you're gonna also here, I think, discover some new tools for yourself. So there will be some new tools also available to you, that I do feel. But yes, again, when we come to the guidance, this is coffin and justice. This is a particular, it talks about an ending here. It talks about a particular, this finalization. Before moving, you got to finalize, it says. Okay, you got to finalize something. Because then it can create a karma, and it may like make a path for you not so certain. The more you let go of these old forms, the more your the quality of your life, I do feel like, determined there. And it also wants you to give some fair decisions around things, do what is fair with the justice, do what is right. But yeah, there can be some consequences out of this as well. But in the end, it will all come down to sometimes, you know, making those difficult decisions, which with the justice, you know, they got to be just, and also with the justice, you know, like something on time. And here there can be a level of, you know, coping with a particular timing energy, but find that ground. Okay, like something will gonna give you that sign, and it's, you will say, okay, now it's time. Okay, and whatever you will be ending and close as a chapter, make it fair play, it says. Okay, and move with the trump of the reason here. Of course, there can be also authority there. I mean, this figure is in the end, there is a crown here, the sword and the scales with the justice. There can be this people in authority. Maybe you may also force to give a decision there. Like there can be some kind of a legal situation here also ending for you. Like something going to be set in law, or you know, or a particular, this can be something affecting in the collective level, this new legal implication, that legal thing. It's gonna finalize a time for you so that you can start completely fresh. This can be, of course, your own decision as well, but it is in the end urging you to behave in a reasonable and just manner, weigh up all the pros and cons, and well, it may make you to like reach some type of even a compromise within yourself, and you know, finalize things. It can be in the end, this is not gonna be the easiest thing, but your guidance is justice, okay, in the end. I would say the first thing actually when I saw all of your cards, you know, it's like saying never begin something fresh until you like finalize the old there, okay, or make sure you are closing a chapter before starting anything new there. This can be the ultimate guidance. Of course, legal matters here can be a term if you go through, and most likely they can also end, I mean finalize throughout 2022. Plus, legal matters definitely can produce results. There can be also an apology, okay, given, received, finalizing something, not leaving anything, you know, behind. Okay, and you are here with the justice, very much urged to act in the completely honest and that above board manner, let's say. Also to avoid any illegal or unethical situation there. Not to create any karma, it can be, but this can be also take place in all in the subconscious level, where you got to really close that chapter for you to able to move this new thing. And with the justice, with the Fool and the Chariot, there is obviously a lot of fresh energy there, which is inviting you like to new heights there. I like this initial reading with this now 3 positions, and I will continue this reading in the extended part, Capricorn. In the extended version, well, this is going to be for all the year, starting from January to December. We will go through each card. We will try to see the most dominant energy in each month with tea leaf cards and also the Wheel of the Year cards, and then by the end we're gonna combine it to the rest of our reading, and we'll watch out if these 3 major arcana cards show up in any month there. This is an exciting one because we're gonna keep the track of these energies as well. If they come, this would be great, but there can be also other things. So the extended part, I'm gonna leave the link at the description box below. Extended part will be in the membership section, and it is going to be available for the 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups and the 9 of Cups membership levels. If you are already a member, to watch this video you got to upgrade yourself to either 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups or 9 of Cups level. There you have options. I will see you in the extended part, link in the description box, and we will explore the whole year with each month. This time it's gonna be a different one. So catch you in the membership section, Capricorn. Thank you so much. Ciao for now.